Most people treat summer like a 3-month distraction. Millionaire moms treat it differently. They create more memories, more freedom, more experiences for you, your kids, your family, and often more income because they know exactly what matters most, where to show up, and what to prioritize. Welcome back to the Slay Your Day podcast. I'm your host, Sandy Glant, and today we are diving into a topic that is super relevant for this season. Welcome to summer, by the way. Are you already having the kids at home, in camp? Are you traveling? Let me know below what you're planning on doing this summer, because for the next 3 months, if you lock in these next 3 months, by September, your business, your home will be unrecognizable because you're going to implement these 7 millionaire mom habits that are going to keep you growing all summer long. So let's dive in. Make sure you comment below. Let me know where you're coming in from. And by the way, share this with another mom who could use these tips, these strategies, so she can have fun this summer. I don't know about you, but I do not want to be strapped to my computer all summer long. I want to be at the beach, at the pool, at the water park with my kids, but also growing very intentionally, growing strategically every single day so I don't have to make up all of that time come September. And I want this for you too. So today we are diving into the 7 millionaire mom habits that keep me growing my business all summer long and how you can implement this too. Let's dive in. All right, so let's be real. Most people treat summer like a 3-month distraction. Millionaire moms treat it differently. They create more memories, more freedom, more experiences for you, your kids, your family, and often more income because they know exactly what matters most, where to show up, and what to prioritize. So we're going to be diving into this today. These 7 habits are going to be the game-changing habits that not only completely transform your entire summer, but are going to make sure that you're unrecognizable starting in September. Let's go. Okay, habit number 1. I need a commitment from you right now, okay? If you can make this commitment to me right now before I even tell you what it is, you are going to be successful with the rest of these 6 habits. So comment, I commit below so I know that you're committed, okay? Here we go. Habit number 1 is plan the summer before it starts. I know things are going to change. The number 1 question I'm going to get is, how do I plan my summer when things are going to change on like a daily basis or maybe even an hourly basis? Okay, hear me out. Successful women don't react to summer. They design it. So what do you want it to look like? I'm going to be giving you a few other tips in the next 2, 3, 4 habits below that are going to help you really design an intentional summer routine, summer schedule, organization, so you can do and have it all. You get to have the business, the clients, the schedule, the time, the freedom that you're craving, that you deserve to have with your kids, that your kids deserve to have as a present mom, but also intentionally pouring into your business, pouring into your clients. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So habit number 1 that you've committed to is planning this summer before it starts. So just to give you a little example, I want you to plan out, what do you want your mornings look like? Do you want them rushed, running out the door to camp? Or do you want a nice slow morning of workouts in the morning, enjoying a hot cup of coffee, snuggling in bed with the kids? Oh my gosh, that is my favorite. Just like not having a rushed morning, laying in bed with the boys, cuddling up. Actually, this morning we had a very slow start to our morning, which was so nice, right? You don't have to rush out of bed. You can get those extra cuddles in. This time will fly by so fast. And I know so many moms that, will give me this information, like soak it in. They're only small for so long, but I feel it. And that's why I'm telling you, even for my kiddos who are 5 and 8, almost 6 and 9, that I feel how fast the time goes by. So no matter how old, how young your kids are, you really want to just relish in these moments and in this time. So plan out as much as you can while still knowing that there's wiggle room. There's the ability to adjust and flow as needed. But if you can go in with just an idea, go in with what you want your mornings to look like, the middle of the day, lunchtime, afternoons, to give yourself a good set structure for the next few habits that I'm going to share with you. All right, this next habit is going to be a game changer for you. But before I share, I want you to subscribe to this channel. If you are looking for all of the tips, hacks, and really strategies on how to optimize mom life, work life, and everything in between, subscribe to the channel because every single week I am bringing you new content rolling it out, no matter the season, no matter the holiday, no matter what's coming up, to share with you how to be present, how to love the life that you're creating, this beautiful life where you get to have it all: the babies, the body, the bank account, and really all the bees. So subscribe to the channel to make sure that you're the first to be notified with all the new content coming out each week. Can we just talk about how bedtime used to be for us? Oh my gosh, you guys, I was hanging off one side of the bed. My kids were laying sideways across the entire bed. And my husband, he was literally falling off the bed. Don't even get me started on the stiff necks. We were actually at the chiropractor more than we were sleeping. We just thought that we had to deal with it until we found Alaskan King bed. Now we can actually co-sleep without the kids kicking us all night long. Everyone has plenty of space, and my husband finally stays in the bed. And we all wake up feeling refreshed, like we actually slept the whole night, because we did. If you're a growing family like us, this bed is a total game changer. More space equals more snuggles, less stress, and so much more quality time. And that was the true reason why we fell in love with this bed. Trust me, you will never go back. So head on over to AlaskanKingBeds.com and use code SANDY for a discount. Wishing you and your family sweet dreams from my family to yours. Make sure you head over to AlaskanKingBeds.com. All right, habit number 2 is protect your morning routine. Now, as I mentioned with habit number 1, in planning the summer before it starts, you don't need to have a super rigid schedule. That's not what we're talking about here. What I want you to think about is, even if it's shorter, even if your morning routine is, more condensed or more relaxed, keep the anchors. And some of the anchors that I think are really, really important to mention and talk about might be your morning prayer, your morning gratitude, movement, reading, planning, snuggle time. Don't forget that these things matter. And I think it's so easy to overlook them, because even for me, my morning prayer is just maybe anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes in the morning before my alarm clock even goes off, before my feet touch the floor, where I'm just present and grounded and connecting. And you can do this with prayer. You can do this with meditation and journaling, and really any of these morning habits and routines. So protect your morning routine, whatever that looks like for you. I love starting with prayer and then going into movement. So I love doing my workouts in the morning before anybody needs me. That's really my me time. So protect your morning routine at all costs and plan it out. Because if you plan it out, you're more guaranteed to actually happen and work for you. Same thing goes for setting out your workout clothes for the morning, setting out the kids' clothes for the next day, setting out your vitamins. Anything that you can do to prep for the day ahead is going to set you up for success. So habit number 2 is to protect your morning routine just like you would in the school year, but let it be more relaxed. Let it be more enjoyable, and do what works for you. Okay, this next habit I know you're going to love. I love this so much because it really anchors me in the day to know what I need to focus on, get in, get out, and enjoy the summer. Habit number 3 is prioritizing revenue producing activities every single day, even if it's only for just 60 minutes. So the moms that are enjoying summer, but also are really moving the needle forward, they don't spend all day busy. They focus on the activities that actually move the needle. Now, I have something really special for you that comes out just this week. So you might be the first one to actually get your hands on this lazy girl method. So this is the lazy girl summer. Now we're putting this in air quotes, lazy girls summer, to be more productive, move the needle forward, and enjoy this summer. Now I want to share with you the acronym for lazy, because y'all know me too well. We are not being lazy. There's no part of the High Performance Academy or Slay Your Day that really means lazy. However, the acronym for lazy, the high performance lazy, okay, is L, limit your distractions. A, activate your body. Z, zone in on your revenue producing activities. And Y is yield massive results. I don't know about you, but this really helped me to hone in on what I needed to focus on to move the needle forward. So while we can call this the lazy girls productive summer, you're really going to be getting massive results while having fun. And that's what we all should be doing. So with that being said, do not spend all summer busy. That is not what I want want you to do. So I want you to focus on what actually moves the needle and then go back to having fun. Okay. So really for this habit, number 3, prioritizing revenue producing activities is so important that you block off a minimum of 60 minutes per day to focus on only your revenue producing results. Okay. If you want to get your hands on the Lazy Girl's Guide to a wildly successful summer, just comment the word summer and I'll send you over that guide. This will blow your mind because it will literally condense everything that you need to do to get done when you need to get done in those 60 minutes. And here's the truth. Focused women make more money, are more intentional, and get to show up in all the areas that matter to you most. So comment the word summer. I'll shoot you over that guide and I cannot wait to see how you implement it. All right. Habit number 4, you're going to love. I feel like I keep saying this about all the habits because really, truly all of them are so important. So habit number 4 is schedule family time first. What I love to do in the summer is literally make a summer bucket list. So I'll sit down with the boys and I'll ask them, what water parks do you want to go to? What museums do you want to go to? What beaches do you want to go? Where should we travel? Right? So like really looking at what you want to do and making a really fun summer bucket list that everybody can have some inputs on, that they get to do the things that they love. So the most successful women that I know don't fit family time into their business. No, it's the other way around. They build businesses around what matters most: family time, quality time, and where do you want to show up? I know for me and my boys, we put a really fun, like a 25 list of things that we want to do this summer. And some things are so silly, like making ice cream sundaes, to doing lemonade stands, to just like really fun parks and museums that we want to go to together as a family. But get this on the calendar. The summer will fly by. We're in June right now at the time of this recording. This summer is going to go so fast that in a blink we'll already be in September. So get this on the calendar. You won't regret it. Okay. Habit number 5 is a non-negotiable no matter what time of the year. And that is keep learning. So turn on those podcasts on your walks, put on the audiobooks by the pool, personal development while training, get inside the High Performance Accelerator Academy, because guess what? You may not hold yourself accountable every single day, but when you're in a group like other high performing women, they will hold you accountable. They will check in with you. They will also help you raise your own standards of how you're showing up. If you're curious about the High Performance Accelerator Academy, I will link it below, but this is an amazing opportunity to get in a room with other women who are building and achieving and dreaming at really high levels. And so keep learning through the summer. Don't let the summer, just like our kids, right? There's like summer reading and math. We are, my husband and I are actually enrolling our kids in like a summer tutoring program where just 2 times a week, they're getting into math and reading and writing just to like keep them sharp throughout the summer. So don't neglect this for yourself. Get into an academy, get into a program, a mastermind. Also, the really easy thing is like continue to listen to podcasts and audiobooks and reading. I love to read. I do it every single day. A girlfriend of mine asked me, she said, how often do you read? And I said, every day for a minimum of, it could be 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but it's really something that I enjoy. And I would say every day, if I'm driving or putting, on my makeup or getting ready, I'm also listening to audiobooks or podcasts. So keep learning throughout the summer. It's going to keep you sharp. It's going to keep you plugged in, and it's going to make it so you're not falling off over these next 3 months. You're staying sharp all summer long. So come September, you're so much further ahead because you've stayed plugged in. So habit number 5 is keep learning, stay plugged in, and stay sharp throughout the summer. All right. Habit number 6 that is so important, no matter what time of year it is to protect your health. So what do I mean by this? Especially in summer, your hydration, making sure you're hydrated, drink your water. I actually have my 10X Health, which is my absolute favorite strawberry lemonade hydration in my waters all the time. Like I said, it's my absolute favorite. I've been drinking it forever. But getting in your movement, your 8 hours of sleep, your protein. You also know, high performance women know that energy helps you to create everything else. So if you're not getting sleep, you're going to be tired. You're not going to have time for the kids, time for the business, time for the phone calls, time for the fun. And let's be real, like you need to prioritize your sleep, your movement, your protein, your training to feel your best, to optimize yourself at all levels. What I would also highly recommend is every 3 to 6 months, I try and do this every quarter, is to get your blood work done. Like actually get your blood work done to see where you are. What vitamins do you need to be taking? What supplements, do you need to add into your daily routines and what you're taking every single day? So get this checked out so you can optimize the levels that you're at. If you're feeling sluggish by 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, your body is not optimized to be performing at levels that you could be feeling amazing at, because you probably just need a supplement with a few extra vitamins to get you back on top of your game. So get your blood work done, get those levels checked, get in that daily movement, your hydration, proper sleep. This will be such a game changer. And I feel like summer is the perfect time to do this, just so you can get everything where it needs to be by September. All right, habit number 7. This is perfect timing for the summer season. And habit number 7 is to build relationships. Now, my opinion is that you should be doing this all year long, because you shouldn't just wait for a season or a quarter to build relationships. But summer is networking season. So dinners, events, masterminds, coffee meetups, community, get plugged in, because you will be so happy you did this in the summer. So come September, when everyone is back from traveling and home from vacations and the beach, you will have an amazing community that you've built throughout the summer months that you really get to plug into now in September and through obviously like the end of the year and beyond. So again, if you haven't checked out already the High Performance Accelerator Academy, I encourage you to check this out, see what it's about. Just look at what the women are achieving in this ecosystem. It is like no other mixer mastermind group out there, because truly the women inside the academy, they are performing at such high levels while also building with each other, collaborating with each other, supporting each other. And also we have so much fun. We just came off of a yacht day together. We have a bunch of events coming up. Same with also Call to Lead. Call to Lead is October 1st in Boca Raton, Florida. So if you are craving community and connection and elevation, I highly recommend that you check both of these out. Call to Lead is a 1-day event for our GA and VIP ticket holders, a 2-day event for our diamond ticket holders. And then my personal High Performance Accelerator Academy is an ongoing program. It's a minimum of 6 months where you come in, you learn the systems, the strategy, and get the support to build a business on your terms that allows you to grow, but also connect and collaborate with the women inside of the community. So I will link both of those below so you have more information, but don't neglect this, especially over summer. Get in the rooms, get to the dinners, get to the networking events. You will thank yourself come September. All right. Now, I told you I was going to give you 7 habits, but I've got one more bonus habit that is going to be a massive game changer in the way that you show up all summer long, but really all year long. Okay. So habit number 8, or my bonus tip for you for habit number 8, is use systems. Anywhere and everywhere that you are doing something more than one time, this is the perfect opportunity to automate, delegate, batch content, batch create, and simplify so you can be present without the business stopping, right? I hate to break the news to you, but you are probably your business's biggest bottleneck because you feel like you have to do everything yourself. Most of the business, a majority of the business, the everyday repetitive tasks should have automation, delegation, batching, simplification that you can implement and have as an ongoing automation, so you don't manually have to do these things every single day. And if you're not quite sure what those automations, delegations, and systems look like, again, please check out the High Performance Accelerator Academy. This is what we talk about every single week: how to optimize, how to delegate, how to eliminate the smaller tasks off your plate so you can focus on the big money moves. And by the way, if you haven't already, make sure you grab the Lazy Girls Guide to a Wildly Successful Summer. Just comment the word summer below, so I will send you that guide and that information. These 8 habits should support not just your business, but your life. Okay. I want you to implement one of these at a time. Don't get overwhelmed and feel like you got to implement all 8 habits at once. Millionaire Mom Habits aren't really about money. And this might come as a shock to you. They're about building a life where success at home and success in business coexist. I want you to know that you get to have both, but it's up to you. It's up to you to take this information and to actually implement it. Get in the right rooms. Check out the High Performance Accelerator Academy, where women are building and operating at really high levels to achieve both of these, and they already are coexisting. So as always, ladies, make sure that you're implementing these habits and get around other women that are showing you that it can be done. It's an amazing opportunity to level up in all areas and know that it's possible for you too. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. I know that all summer long, I'm going to be sharing what I'm doing, what works, how I'm showing up as a present mom and wife and business builder and community builder as well. Called to Lead is going to be here before we know it. Make sure you grab your ticket as well. And again, stay plugged in, subscribe to the channel. And ladies, make sure, as always, you go out and slay your day.